do.
She looks good.
She banging. I feel like anybody who's saying something, you mad.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It come down to you being upset that you don't look like her. Hey everybody, it's your girl Jacqueline Shauntell.
And I'm Shay, and you're watching Elevated State.
So today we're going to talk about kind of like body shaming and stuff like that. And what brought us to this topic is, so in the past like week or so, Chloe Bailey from the group with her sister Chloe X Haley, she has kind of been dragged through on social media for what people are saying she's showing too much body, too much of herself on social media. She did a couple of YouTube videos, like she did the what's the challenge?
The busted challenge.
She did the busted challenge, and then she did the silhouette challenge. And I mean, honestly, she got a nice body. Like she looks good.
She banging. I feel like anybody who's saying something, you mad.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It come down to you being upset that you don't look like her.
I think that like if you like really have followed them, there's clear differences in personalities between the two. I mean, even looking at like when they did the video for that song, that Do It, I think that's what the song is, like her physique and that she curvy, and even on a lot of their like live shows or whatever, she's usually a little bit more sexual, a little bit more like exotic, and Haley's kind of like the reserved one,
back, more reserved.
And then she's a little bit older. I think she's like 21 now, 21, 22.
I think she said 23, I think.
Okay.
22 or 23,
So
something around
she's
that
like
age. She's not young.
She's not young. She's like, I'm
not
a
a baby.
woman. She probably had some, life experiences. So I guess my question would be, is there such a thing as showing too much on social media?
I don't feel like it is. I feel like whatever a woman wants to put out, that's her body. I can't tell another woman what to wear, what she's supposed to look like, how she's supposed to pose, I can't tell another woman what she's comfortable with. If that's something that you're comfortable with, if you're comfortable being a little bit what some would consider more exposed, if you're comfortable with being what some would consider modest, whatever you choose, if you're comfortable with doing that, then you do that. I can't tell somebody else how to feel and how to dress.
My thing would be, like if you're comfortable and if you're doing it because this is you.
What you want to do.
This is what I want to do. Like, I think that I would question, like, why are you doing it? Like, if you're doing it for, like, something other, because maybe you have low self-esteem and you're looking for attention or something, then it's like, okay, get that problem fixed.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not going to tell somebody this is right or this is wrong. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But what I will say, and I know we kind of talked about this when we were talking about Megan Thee Stallion a few months ago, is that, do you think that someone that does do stuff like that, like, okay, so I'm going to expose more of myself on social media, like, should they, like, expect and be prepared for the backlash?
That's something I will say. You have to kind of expect that, even if you're not in that position as a celebrity. Someone like myself, I remember, being 21 and kind of just like, wearing different clothing, and fashion was like my way of expressing myself. Showing a little bit more thighs, a little more cleavage, just me on, a little extra. Some people was like, where's Jack? Where's the baby? And I'm like, look, I ain't no baby no more. So, you kind of just got to prepare for that. Like,
definitely not.
No, like I legit was like, oh, okay, I'm about to drop these pictures. It's gonna be a couple family members who can be like, I pray for you, and I'm okay with that. Like, I understand that that's what they're going to say. I kind of like prep myself. So these celebrities, I only got maybe like a couple messages. These people are getting like millions, thousands of hundreds of people messaging them, saying like you should, stay in a kid's place or whatever the case may be.
But she's not a kid.
Yeah.
And I think that that's part of it. I think people draw their own perceptions of people. So, like, with you, it was like, that's little Jack. What is he doing? Not realizing that little Jack has grown up. I think for Chloe, I think they just grouped them together because, they're kind of unique individuals. They have their own style. I think people group them into, like, this, like, artistic kind of like eccentric category, and she's like kind of like defining like this is not what I want to be defined as. Like people society grouped them as something that
as
they
like
never said that's what we are. Like they
Mm-hmm.
never said that. And you can even see with this new album that they have, a lot of their songs are more like grown up. A lot of their lyrics are like more expressive.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I go back to like, when you come into your body or whatever, like I can remember when I was younger, like in high school and stuff like that, mm-hmm. I remember like being like so skinny. Mm-hmm. And it's like, so I felt uncomfortable like wearing certain things. Mm-hmm. Like I would be like, I don't want to show like, I mean skinny, like is she on crack? Like skinny. And so I'm like, oh, I can't wear that because then they're gonna be talking about me like, girl, you don't got no butt, what you got that on for? Mm-hmm. But baby, when I start to fill out and got my breast and my butt, you can't tell me nothing. I was putting on my stuff, looking back at it and sitting up or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like you do, because like it lose like more confidence. Yeah. So I feel her on that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you do have to accept the backlash, and it's just because people are like opinionated.
Yeah. And then some people are opinionated, and then it's some people who just mad that they don't look like you. That's and true. With her situation, I feel like a lot of people are upset that they don't look like her. Like she has almost what we now in society idolize as like the perfect body shape. So a lot of people are upset that they don't have that. So I feel like that's another reason why people are really upset. And then here's another thing that I want to point out. Y'all are getting upset at Chloe for, how she's dressing and how she's dancing and so on and so forth. But then you go to Hallie and y'all are literally down talking, some of y'all, not all of y'all, some of y'all are down talking Hallie because she's not doing the same thing as Chloe. So what choose what you want to do.
Pick a side.
Leave both of them alone. And then another thing that I want to point out, y'all over there talking about, oh, I can't wait till they separate, as a group. Chloe gonna drop some fire. Stop leaving Hallie out of this game. Because if y'all ain't heard Hallie sing by herself, baby can sing. Why y'all think she got Little Mermaid?
Yep. She in London now. I think it's London filming. Mm-hmm. What I want to say is I like that she's supporting her sister. Like she like, girl,
she been clapping. She was like, look, y'all are just new to this. This is how she is. She was letting people know like, that's how my sister is. I'm not surprised by this. This is just her personality.
Because they were trying to people were trying to see if they can pin them against each other. So basically, another thing that happened is, so for all of these years, they had everything was combined. Their social media was combined. Instagram, it was always the group. So I guess recently they got two separate Instagrams. So
because they wasn't with each other.
Yeah, and people tried to make, instead of like saying it like, no, she's in London filming. I'm over here. They're like, oh, they separated because Haley probably don't, or Hailey, however you say her name, probably don't agree with her. So she's like, oh, I don't want to be associated with that. That is not the case
at all.
Like, that's another thing too. Stop like trying to pin people against each other,
especially siblings. Yeah, like that's just really y'all low for that.
Don't do that. I mean, I think so. For me personally, and for you personally. So if we take like Chloe out of the situation or whatever, and we agree that we can't tell other women like I'm not gonna be like, you should do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't show this, you shouldn't show that. For you personally, do you have like a fine line that you like, okay, I won't cross this line with these pictures on social media?
I probably do, but it's more of I have to see it for me or me to take it. If I don't feel comfortable, it's more of a comfortability. Like I can take some pictures where somebody be like, that's exposing, she's doing too much. But for me, I'd be comfortable with it. It can be something as simple as me wearing something that's more low cut, but you're like, oh, you don't wear low cut shirts and bathing suits and all this before, and you don't post those pictures. Those look fine. Well, I don't feel comfortable posting this one because I feel uncomfortable at that moment. So I guess for me, it just depends on my comfortability at that time frame.
I think so too, and like. I used to, which I don't think I do this too much more, but in a way I do. Like I'll post certain things on Instagram that I won't post on Facebook.
I will be honest and say that there are things Snapchat has seen, but Facebook has not.
And then like I do go through that too, where I'm like looking And I'm like, but see, my thing is sometimes it ain't even that. I guess that's still me not feeling comfortable. Like I'll be like, okay, this person is on my page. What they gonna say about it? What they or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't post it. Or I'll go ask a couple of people, and then like, so I always go back to like, okay, if I gotta ask, should I not post this? That means that maybe I don't feel comfortable posting it, so I won't. But it's some things, like certain things I know when I take that picture, like, this is probably just for my man. I'm not posting this or whatever. But certain things, like, I think that there's things that's just, like, borderline. Like, it's sexy. Because, like, I'll look at it like, yeah, that's sexy. Yeah, I'm showing this or that. But I don't think that it's overdoing it. I think it's a way that you pose. I think it's a way of how you take the picture. I mean, even things like what you caption the picture as, what your background is. Like, for example, if I am posting a picture of me in a two-piece. This is a true story. So when we were in, I don't know if it was Belize. I don't know.
Our pictures came up in my thing for Belize today.
Mine came up today too. Birthday,
okay,
my birthday week.
Her birthday's coming up.
But so if y'all see me like posting all this Aquarius stuff, that's why. Because I'm Aquarius, and I just feel like Aquarius. I feel like Aquarius is rock.
Y'all good people though. Okay,
back to the story. So wherever we were at, so I had this swimsuit. It was like this leopard swimsuit. I think it's on my Instagram page. And so it's a two-piece. And so we went and we were down by the beach, and where the beach is at is like the swing set. So I like sat on the swing set with this two-piece on. I put my legs in between the swing set. So, because my friend was like, oh, that's going to be hot. You got to do this pose. So I'm like, okay. And then, so like my stomach is out. You see my back or whatever. And you just see like this side. You don't see like my butt, but you see like the thigh part or whatever. So I thought that, so as I'm taking the picture, I'm like, I don't know if I want to post this, because in my mind, I was like, maybe it's showing too much. But when the picture came out and I did end up posting it, it was hot. Like it was sexy, but it looked like, okay, like you're doing like a swimsuit photo shoot. You had the beach water behind you and stuff like that. But now, say if I had to have that same thing on and I'm laying in the bed with a pillow, like with my legs cocked up, it's different. So I think you got to take all of that into consideration. So it's like what you said. It's like at the moment when I'm looking at it, I'll be looking at everything. Like I don't know, that's in the bedroom. Or, you know, I don't know this. Or, you know, if that's what I wanted to show, maybe I do want to show like, hey, in the bedroom, this is what you may get from me.
Exactly.
Then I'm gonna post it. But
it's about your comfortability. Right.
It's not like everything. I don't have 100% comfortability to the point where I'll just post any and everything and be like, whoever don't like it. I'm not there. I'll look everything individually. And like if I feel comfortable with, and there's been times where I posted something and I went back and look at it, which I don't know why I took it down, because people probably seen it already. Yeah. But then I'll take it down like, I've done
that. For me, like you just said, like it's the background, it's all that. Like you don't even know, like the background can change the entire perception of a picture, like legit. But for me, I'm at the point now, and I'm getting to the point where I really don't care what nobody say or how nobody feel. If I like something, I'm gonna post it.
And that's good to get to that point. That's good to get to that point.
All you gonna do is send me a message and I'm like, thank you.
It's good to get to that point, like, because people gonna have something to say
every
like,
time.
No matter what. It's just like certain things I'll just be like, I know, like, yeah, that's not me, that's not my scene, so I'm not gonna do. But then people gonna have something to say no matter what. I had our cousin actually posted some really I thought was cute. I looked at it as artistic. I think you probably know who I'm talking about. I don't know. I looked at it as like very artistic, very cute or whatever. I don't want to describe the photos.
Tell me.
I can't whisper.
Oh my gosh, I cut it out. Oh yeah.
Bomb photos. Artistic, beautiful. I'm like, wow.
Artistic,
it looks
lighting,
amazing.
Everything was bomb. Like okay.
But we had a couple of family members that was like, I don't know, you know, why she would post something like that.
Because she wanted to.
And that's what I said. I said, because she grown, and that's what she wanted to do.
And she looked bomb.
And it did. I was like, I didn't look at it as anything sexual at all. It was so sophisticated, so pretty. It was done well. And that's the thing. It's
She left no crumbs. That picture was done beautifully. I was amazed. It was done absolutely wonderful. Like, she ate.
And that's the whole thing. Like, even with the whole, like, busted challenge with what Chloe did or whatever. Like, I think if you really look at, like, with the whole thing, okay, yeah, it's the song, and yeah, it's called the busted challenge. But I think the whole intent of it was to be, like, to be
self-confident. I go from a bomb. Yeah. I go from
this or whatever. Like, I can bring it if I want to bring it. Yeah. And really, and most of them TikToks, ain't nobody really showing too much. But the little like side area of their butt. So it's like, but yeah, like, so people gonna say stuff regardless because they were saying stuff, and I'm like, and a couple people I told, I was like, she grown as hell, and her picture looked good. And I like, that's why she posted. I was like, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
No.
Oh yeah. So look good. Nah. The thing, is there anything that I'll go first. It's kind of like the same question or whatever, but I have a specific answer. Is there any pose? Yeah, pose is the word that you will absolutely not do. Mine is, I have this thing where I won't do. Okay, if I have jeans on, I will. I won't do butt shots. Oh, so you know how like some girls where they will, and I think it's like more like if you have on like shorts. So like if I have on like shorts, like booty shorts, and so, or if they even do it sometimes with like a thong on or whatever, or some underwear. And then, you know what I'm talking about? They turn back and then they do that, and like their whole butt is just out, and like, you know, it's like looking my ass. Yeah, I won't do those. Those I'm like, nah. But like if I have on like some pants and I look real cute. Something like with a pants, I may do a little butt, like whatever. I'm never gonna do the one when I'm fully turned around and like on my knees or whatever. That's a little too much for me. But like I won't do a butt pose if I have on like really short shorts or like any type of like underwear. Well, I don't do underwear. That ain't gonna go on social media. And people will say like a 2-piece is the same thing as bra and panties. Yeah and no, because I know I bought a swimsuit. Yeah, it was meant to be outside. My lingerie is meant to be in the house. But so that's the one thing that like, yeah, I won't do.
I can't say what I will and won't do. I just know
it goes back to like once you look
what
at it,
I'm looking at, like, and you know, if it come out, I'll be like, oh, okay, this look. If you look at any pictures that I post, everything is kind of like sexy / classy. Like it gives you that like medium.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Like that's where I'm usually at when I'm taking pictures or posts. It's usually that median. I never like to, you know, be way on the end. I like it where it's like some form of artiste in there. Yeah. You know, if I'm doing something where I'm probably more on the modest end or more covered up, my makeup is probably over the freaking top. So you can focus on my makeup. Now, it may be times where I'm, you know, little to no makeup, and then I might be exposing what some people would consider exposing or showing too much skin, because I want you to focus more on that. So it just depends on my goal for that picture.
That makes sense. I've had people come at me like, which I didn't think that they were bad pictures. So you know the photo shoot that we did, and it was in the summertime. We was outside. I had on the top and the blue bottom. Yeah. Like the only thing I don't have little breasts. My titties ain't little. No. So if I wear something, it's gonna like show. It only show like this part. Like it ain't show like a nipple or nothing like that, right? And so it was like a crop top. So then like my stomach was showing. And so then like the leg part, I think the split was high. Yeah. I thought it was sexy.
It looked real good.
I had a few people was like, you shouldn't post that. Like you are a mom. Like I think that you were just showing too much.
Stop telling people what they should and shouldn't post because they a mom. Because that's another thing that I be hearing. Y'all be irritating me. A mom could be sexy too. Right. How you think she got kids? Chill.
I'm like, I'm still a woman, and it's like, and like that for real. And I think you were sending me pictures, and I'm like, no. And a lot of ones
Yeah.
I liked, but I was saying no to
because
I'm like, I felt like maybe it's gonna be too exposed. But really, I didn't. I just because what I did was before we posted them, I sent them to a couple of people.
And I don't do that no more.
Me either. Because for one, like for
it lowers your confidence. It lowers your self-esteem. I'm not doing that.
It does because nobody comes back and be like, nobody really too much will come back and be like, yeah, that's hot or whatever.
Somebody like, used to be like, oh, it's cute, but you should have did this. I don't want to hear no damn but.
Yeah.
This is not what you say, no but.
Yeah.
But your ass on that way. No, and that's why I don't send it no more.
And then if it's like, and I think where I messed up was because I was sending it to my guy.
Oh, of course he gonna say no. Of course. He's gonna say no.
And he was like, where you posting that? Oh, you sending them to me?
Of course he's gonna say no.
And I'm like, no. And it's like, I said this, okay, so here's my thing.
That's the difference though.
I sent it to him because I wanted a male perspective.
You should have known that male perspective was going to be biased.
Right. I want an unbiased male perspective though. And then he's like, niggas gonna be thinking that you going for it. And I'm like, from this? Like the picture, maybe in the video we gotta post up the picture. Some of our
I'm gonna add some pictures.
The picture, I'm like, from this? And the thing about it is, so anyways, I'm like, I was like, you know what? I think that it's fine. I respect your opinion. I don't want you to think that I don't respect your opinion. I think that you should be happy, like, oh, my girl is bomb. So I'm gonna go ahead and post it. And he was wrong. Like, people wasn't even like coming like that. And he's like, oh, they probably was in your. Nobody like was in my inbox or anything like that. And it's like, I mean, it was just like, oh, that's hot. Oh, you're beautiful, whatever. But the thing is, and this is what I was trying to explain to him, because he was like, is you posting it like for attention?
And that's another thing I want to get.
No, we was doing a photo shoot, really to like promo type of elevated state. I'm not doing it for attention. That's one thing. I don't post anything for attention. I'm not. I mean, we post videos because we want y'all to go follow us and like the video, subscribe to Instagram,
get some information.
But like when I post my pictures, I've never looked at a picture and like, ooh, if I post this, I get likes. I don't care about likes. I look at all my pictures and I be like, oh, this is hot. I want to post it.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to address real quick. A lot of people think that when women post pictures, we want male attention. Let me tell you this real quick. I feel 10 times better when a bomb-ass female tell me my picture is better before you. Like if a dude comment and tell me I'm cute, I'll be like, oh, thanks. A girl be like, girl, you a baddie. I'll be like, hey, bitch, we can be best friends. Thank you very much. Right.
Because a comment, you could have
commenting on squirrels and
a headscarf, some holes all in your shirt, some flip-flops on, and a big robe, and they'll be posted.
If they see a little bit of poker somewhere,
you can have I'm talking about the big grandma robe, the one that your auntie would wear when you be like, auntie, I'm cold, and you better put your robe on. You can post a picture like that, and a dude will say something like, know what's under that robe.
Exactly.
Like don't nobody care about no male attention.
Nobody.
That's not what I post
most
for.
women don't post for male attention.
They don't.
Most women post because if they do post for attention, they posting for attention from another woman. They want that other woman to see like, oh, I'm a baddie too, or something like that. It's never really a woman posting for a male, and that's something. If they do that, I hope you get a little better. But most women don't post for a man. I don't post for a man at all. I just be posting for me because I look cute.
Because
it make me feel good.
Exactly. And that's like, I'd be like, oh, this picture real cute.
Let me put this out because everybody needs to see that I look good.
Yeah. Oh, my hair is cute. Oh, my outfit is cute. It's like, my thing, anything from my man is going directly to him. So I don't gotta post it for him or whatever.
Exactly.
And if I'm single, I'm not posting it to get male attention because 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not gonna talk to somebody that would even try to get at me in my inbox anyway.
Let me tell you, that's another thing. If you sit there, if I post something and it's if I post a picture and then you hop in my inbox and you would I do not reply to you at all. Most women don't. We just look at that and just keep scrolling.
We're like, okay, because if you did that to me, you probably did it to 50 other people.
Women, exactly.
So, like, no, that has nothing to do with it. Stop saying that. Stop saying that a woman trying to post sexy pictures for attention. Like, stop.
That's not the case.
I stop body shaming women too. Like, don't say, "Ooh, she don't got the body for this. She shouldn't wear that.
She too skinny, or she too big,
or she
whatever
too big." Stop
she
body shaming.
A woman, if she comfortable, she gonna wear what the hell she wanna wear. Y'all skinny girls, y'all better start shorting them legs off. Stop being scared that somebody gonna call you chicken legs. Cause I'm gonna tell you your legs, I'm gonna tell you your legs long and you better strut them and you better wear the heels.
They made a whole song about me back in the day. They called me skin and bones and they would rattle when I would walk. I was so embarrassed.
That is like, so horrible.
I was horrible. So skinny. When I would walk down when I would walk down the hall, they would be like, skin and bones.
Oh my God.
Like, I was so skinny and it made me so self-conscious.
Yeah.
I used to wear multiple layers. Now I'm like, ooh, I wish I could get back to that weight. I used to wear multiple layers of clothes to get myself, make myself look bigger. But it was very hurtful and it made me very self-conscious. So yeah, if you are super skinny or super big or whatever, and you look good and what you feel good and you want to post it and you're comfortable, post it because that's helping somebody else. That's gonna help the person that be like, oh, okay, she little and she posts this, or she a little on the heavier side and she posts
and
this.
And I'm gonna be honest, that's why I end up getting probably even more comfortable with who I am, because I would get women in my inbox like, oh my gosh, you look so good. Like, how do you wear this? How do you dress like this? And I'm like, oh, I'm not even just like, I'm doing this for me, but I'm also helping other women feel comfortable. Like, if you big and they saying you big, girl, show all that skin. Let them see you got that skin for a reason.
And like I say, when they be talking about like certain people shouldn't wear it, well then they shouldn't have made it in the size.
Oh,
I always say that.
I'm gonna put it out. And I'm gonna take some bomb pictures too. Who gonna stop me?
But so stop bashing Chloe Bailey. She was all on social media on YouTube crying and stuff about it, feeling bad. Girl, don't feel bad about it. You look good.
You look good. If you ever see this, I want to let you know you look good.
As long as you confident.
You said them tiger marks, girl. Them tiger marks looking good.
As long as you confident. If you confident and that's for anybody. If you're confident with yourself, and if you can look in the mirror at yourself every day and say, I love myself, I'm happy with myself, I'm proud of myself, then do you.
And even if you're not there, in the mirror, I want you to, every morning in the mirror, stand in the mirror and talk to yourself. Tell yourself that you look good. If it's something that you really like, let's say you don't like yourself at that moment. Look in the mirror and start pointing out something that you absolutely do like. And even just start speaking to that person, speaking to what you like. Let's say, oh, okay, I like my lips. Ooh, your lips look good and juicy today. You look good. Ooh. If it's something that you don't like, let's say your tummy. Girl, I don't like you that much, but we're going to get there. We're going to have a better bond soon. Okay? Start speaking love into yourself. And if you start speaking love into yourself, you wouldn't be hating as much.
And then plus, because if you don't speak love into yourself, people feel that energy. People feel the energy that you put out about yourself.
Yep.
You ever wonder how like somebody, and again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But say somebody that may be on the society standards. What society standards is may not be that attractive, but they be pulling like all these people or whatever, or just have all this confidence. It's because they elude confidence, and that's attractive.
It is.
Like if you are like, ooh, I don't really like myself. Ooh, I don't look good. You could be the most beautiful person in the world, but if you don't have self-confidence and you have self-doubt, people gonna see past your beauty, and they just gonna see that like you putting that energy out there. So like it's gonna be like, dang, if I don't believe, if she'll believe in herself and she'll think she look good, well I don't either.
Exactly.
So don't be like that.
Push off that confidence. Even if you don't feel like a 10 that day, tell yourself that you are a 10 that day. Simple as that.
I told myself, I'm like, I'm a 10 every day.
Even when people be like, ooh, even when you don't have makeup on, even when I don't have makeup on, my hair is in a bun, my curls, red hair at the roots, black at the bottom, I'm still a baddie. Still waking up at 10. You got to talk to yourself like that. So, Chloe, you look good. All of y'all look good.
Why am I doing that?
All of y'all look good. Speak love to yourself all the time. Nobody tell you anything different. You don't have to be what they call modest to be a wife or whatever the case may be. You can wear whatever you want to wear and you still gonna look good, feel confident about yourself.
I agree. Stop letting titles that people place on you define what you should and should not do.
Exactly. All right.
All right, guys. Bye. Like, comment, subscribe.